Greetings, true friends, and greetings, devout men of the Savior. We are exactly where we left off last time. We have liberated Italia, who are now our true friends and will serve as a bulwark against our blasted enemies. So the plan is Tarentum, Neapolis, Roma.
I am the knife in the dark.
I am the knife in the dark. I've loaded up with some Lindvalls coffee and I'm excited for some glorious gaming. What we're gonna do is...
Father be praised!
Father
How
be
can I
praised.
Are you ready to do your duty?
Gonna do
for
like
the
that.
tribe?
2 more units to our army. And then we will end that turn. And hope, as we did last time, I really enjoyed making last episode. It was, as I might have said, I sat on needles while recording that. I just hoped that we would survive. It would have been quite embarrassing otherwise. So we have put some distance between us and the bloody Huns. So hopefully the Western Romans and the Huns will battle against each other and leave us be, so we can carve out a Ostrogothic kingdom to keep the shadows away. Okay, there we are, 2 Roman armies right there, and the Visigothic true friends are raiding in north of Italy, so hopefully they will take some of the heat. Not that I wish anything ill to happen to my Visigothic brothers, but after all, they are pagans and we are Christians, Arian Christians now. Alrighty then. Have a...
Thirsty for battle.
And battle you shall have, my friends. Gonna look here first. And what do we... Wealth from cultural buildings. That's good and fine. Integrity. Okay, that's good. Gothic pikemen. Love pikemen. One of the things I've missed in this game actually is the pikemens. Pikemen, I mean. It's poor English there. Okay, we're gonna siege them. Ah, for the love of Talos. So we're looking at 2 turns. Wait here.
Laying siege to their hovels.
That is not good one bit, true friends. We can't hire any mercenary ogres.
Yes.
We're gonna look there
Heading out.
to see where
Is there
those
nothing else?
Roman armies disappeared. Okay, cool. So we can't really do anything much more now, but they will have to wait 2 turns to get their siege equipment in order. We can look at what the crack is here also. If we can upgrade anyone. Powerful. Brilliant. 2+ integrity, all forces. Which obviously is very good. And no, we can't really do anything more. So let's just take another turn and hope that the Romans are not aggressively expanding south with their armies. And the Huns are going into the Eastern Roman Empire as well. And then they're raiding the Illyrians a bit there. And I suspect that in a few turns most of the Balkans will be a bloody ruin. Lots of raised little settlements from the Huns. Okay, there the Roman comes with their army. Highly blasphemous. And as I might have mentioned last episode, there is an expansion pack coming out for Total War Attila in a week from now, from making this episode. And then it's 130 years after.
We find our coffers temporarily empty, and we're wondering if you would care to make a contribution.
Do we want that? 2,000 gold, moderate. No, not yet. Perhaps later. And the same thing here, we can't charge them yet. Through the gates of heaven, love that, love it. Father be praised. A minor army there, how quaint. We're gonna move you down, true friend, so you can... yeah, and then that campaign pack is 130 years after the start of this campaign, so in the beginning of the 500s, and then the Ostrogoths have already established their kingdom in Italy, and the Franks have established their kingdom, and the Visigoths have established their kingdom in the south of France and north of Spain, and then the campaign revolves around Belisarius trying to reconquer it, and you actually have the option to rebel against the Emperor. If you are Belisarius, you can rebel against the Emperor and start your own little empire from the territories that you've conquered. And this reminded me very much about the Horus heresy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Warhammer 40k. I made a book recommendation video about it. You can search for it on my channel if you're interested in books. For sci-fi I've read, really loved it. Otherwise I've only been into historical fiction and fantasy. Oh, look at that! Iasages, they're destroyed. Love it. Wonderful. Alright, Tarentum. And as usual, I'm gonna auto-resolve that. Yeah, as I've said, like, this will be the last time I say it, at least in this campaign, why I don't take loot and occupy. Sack you. Then we can almost reach Rome, but we're gonna do like this. Yeah, so that reminds me a bit about the Horus heresy, when Horus, the War Master, rebels against the Emperor, like the God Emperor of mankind. So that is... that was interesting to
Is that all?
sack you as well.
Father be praised!
Father be
How can I
praised. And that can also always be good. I prefer those two. We can look at this fine gentleman. You see the levels of authority. The first one is seal. We have here, that's better for the combat elements of the game. Conning is very good. Upkeep minus 6%, really solid. So we're gonna try to see here we have master planner, very good, and authority, morale, etc. So what we're gonna do now is I want to replenish a bit in horde mode. Then we're gonna reach Rome next turn, is my plan. And it looks like Rome is quite undefended, so we're actually gonna try to take Rome and settle down there. If we feel that the case is that they're coming with a lot of armies, we will retreat down to Sicily and vanquish the mafia. No, we're gonna take that settlement and try to hold on to that. But seeing as it is right now,
The Lord guides my steps.
the Lord guides my steps. I love those Christian kind of sayings. So yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. Let's see if we can. Can't really recruit anything. Alright, cool. And turn. Yeah, as I was talking about with the Belisarius reconquest expedition and Warhammer 40k, a little backstory to Warhammer 40k. They had the Great Crusade, which was actually led by the God Emperor of mankind at first. But then he retreated back to Terra which is the home planet of the humans, and let the War Master take control of the expedition. But then Horus revolts against the Emperor. There are like 30 books, something like that, regarding the Horus heresy, and they're making new ones. So it sounds a bit perhaps uninteresting at first, with, you know, a science fiction. I'm sure most of you who are watching and listening to this is more into historical fiction as I am, but those books are really, really good. Almost like a philosophical kind of work in its grandeur and epic scale. Oh, look at that, Macedonia. Do we want war with? No, we don't really have any. No, let's do it like that. I don't have any.
The consul is minded to deal with these particular people before they become a problem. How say you?
Moderate. 1,000 gold. No, they will probably get into war with them at some stage either way.
Warriors all!
Warriors all. What? What's this now? Can't we reach Rome? Why can't we reach Rome? Ah, for the love of God.
Get moving, you wretches! That is impossible.
Okay, so we've been trapped there again. So what we have to do is actually
Thirsty for battle.
occupy that settlement and then go on to Rome. I didn't think of that at all, so now we actually wasted a turn on that. Gonna see if we can.
Stragglers will be left
No, we
behind.
can't get away. We're blocked by the settlement. Settlement blocked.
We cannot do that.
Okay, let's do it then. Hopefully we'll have enough movement points left to, okay, occupy them.
For the tribe! Ready for battle.
We can
Get to it,
stay in
men!
here. Alright, that was a little back set, and there comes a rather big army. That is not good at all. I wish I had Rome before they came at us. What to do? Okay. Provincial governor, right? What do you have then? Merchant. Ah, that's brilliant. There we are. And can go with that one. And then we can actually start creating more armies. Got a merchant as a general, that's not a very good idea. Champion rider, and you have war cry, and you have inspired. Then we're gonna go with a fighter. The Cream Awakening.
Ready for battle. Death in battle.
And the Inheritors of Rome can obviously have some glorious. Gonna repair all these things. Let's go to Gothic Levy, perfect. Yeah, so we can have Roman units. Raise another army. We're gonna go with. What more do we have? Relentless attacker. When attacking, yes please. Let's go with that.
All. We need good fighters.
Alright, cool. Might go with a fleet as well, but we need a more stable income as well. Let's end the turn and see what that Roman army does to us. Okay, so yeah, I made a little mistake there by not occupying it in the first place. Perhaps should have occupied Tarentum and just settle down there at first. In retrospect, I probably should have done that, but oh well, now that's will have to be a learning experience. And if you decide to play this campaign, if you're playing Attila, that some advice. But then, like, the point with my Let's Plays isn't that you are also playing the game. It's like just for me to talk a bit about you know, whatever topics come to my mind. Usually it's about history or books or, you know, the cultural kind of aspect of it all, as it were, or just you know, strategic. So the point was never to cater to, you know, Total War fans in the first place, but rather just, you know, to have an additional avenue to get to talk a bit. Ah, cinematic time. Love it. There is the proud Allfather, which we by now have
They made ready for
forsaken.
war.
They made ready for war.
The world had fallen into shadow. The earth grew cold, and the wind whispered of death. And I beheld a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of scales in his hand. Attila was born. All knelt before him, for they knew he would devour the earth and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. Attila was born from darkness and despair.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And the birth, Attila. Mission issued. Survive until... Yeah, let's do it. Oh, look at that. Illyria. How quaint.
Warriors all!
Hello, Rome. I wish we had...
We take
mercenary
settlement for the tribe!
onagers, I mean. Okay, cool, that's only one turn. And you see we are overwhelming them with our
Besieging settlement!
superior numbers.
Father be praised! How can I
Can actually
help?
take Tarentum while we're at it. Or we could take Ravenna. But then, if we're gonna secure
Ready for battle!
this place, we
Besieging settlement!
might do that and start
Siege
repairing
to their
things.
hovels!
Okay, so
We take
let's
this
do like
settlement
that,
for the tribe!
and you will go there, but not further,
Lads,
and we'll
is there nothing else?
recruit some more
You may
units.
as well get settled in, lads.
And obviously, the Roman units are superior to our Germanic troops, so that's what we're gonna be focusing on. I'm gonna scout up ahead a bit here.
I could be of further help.
Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Italy lies before us, and this started out to be a very hard campaign, and I'm not gonna say anything just yet, but it is looking rather bright for us.
Father
Um,
be praised! How can I help?
So yeah, they might sally out, and then
For
we'll
the
take
Lord
that
our
battle.
Savior!
Could perhaps do well with some sort of archers like that. And you see, we are in desperate need of God, that's expensive. Fuck, no, we're not gonna do that in all actuality. Okay, let's end the turn and see what the crack is. Maybe they sally forth, and I'm confident enough, I suppose, in that we can take their garrison army. If not, we'll await the reinforcements, and then we'll storm Tarentum and make it our own city. And we'll carve out
The love of gold can stir evil in men. Give us your gold. Avoid the evil it brings.
I don't like her tone, actually.
Only the greatest dare speak of peace to their enemies. Only the weak seek the death of all.
But you kinda seek the death of all, though. That's a problem, you barbarous bastard. Tengri and Horde. God, I am tempted to do that. Perhaps gonna wait a turn or two and see if they can reduce the demand of money. Oh, look at that. The poor Balkans are completely devastated by the Huns. I hope Constantinople will stand firm at least, because we might harbor some resentment towards the Romans, but they are better than the Huns, at least. Those destructors of civilization. And speaking of culture and books, etc., I have actually probably said it before as well, but I need to rewatch Attila, because the film Attila, because that actually has Gerard Butler in the as playing as Attila, actually. All right, term of office, brilliant.
For the Lord, our Savior!
For the Lord our Savior.
Kill!
Here we are. Boom, 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 boom. Brilliant. Thank you very much for that, our proud dear leader. God, I'm tempted to loot and occupy, but we're just gonna occupy.
Ready for battle!
How glorious. Such a glorious day, true friends. That is rather much money, to be honest, to spend. So we're gonna dismantle you, actually. And can we convert you to anything fun? Enables spy, that can actually be good. Okay, we're gonna repair you. And that's brilliant, a statue, love it. Love it. And repair you as well. God, income is still a bit... We're gonna look at the tax rates. There we are. Dun dun. The public order affects us quite severely there. We're gonna see if we can take... See, I don't want upkeep of these mercenaries for very long, but we could spend another turn to recruit units. I'm gonna look at the army here.
We take this settlement for the tribe!
Okay, we're actually gonna do... Oh, look at that.
You get to work!
Gothic levy. Wonderful. We're gonna wait one more turn and let these guys attrition a bit more, and then we'll come up with some more units. But I'm not really that keen on having that low of a public order. We're fighting against time here with the diminishing funds.
I am the knife in the dark.
I'm the knife in the dark. Love it. But God, our expansion plan seems glorious here. We can take basically all of Italy.
To the gates of heaven!
To the gates of heaven. Let's look at Vitericus. this is a true friend indeed. Make you a companion. And you a companion. And you as well. There we are. God, they're triplets. They look all the same. And turn. And then perhaps we can take Tarentum, and then would be wonderful to have Ravenna as well. I remember in Age of Empires 2, when you're the Goths, one of my favorite factions in Age of Empires 2 actually. The wonder that they have is I think it is Theodoric's mausoleum in Ravenna. Very beautiful. And the Hunnic monument, wonder in Age of Empires 2 is just a overgrown Roman kind of triumph building that has been semi-destructed. So to emphasize the destructive nature of the Huns. And there comes a Roman fleet with a Roman army in it to us. Famine. Oh, look at that. Political favors. And what I'm doing here is I'm saving the influence for Vitericus. That is what we want to have. And then we don't want to lose control over the situation. So we're gonna go with diminished influence for this guy. See here, he has 10 influence, so he has just enough to call in those political favors. And obviously one of the things I really like with Attila is the really expanded political system in these things right here.
Thirsty for battle.
So, what will you do? Legio Adjutrix. Might have mispronounced that horribly. Wealth from culture. Yes, we need all the wealth we can have.
Father be praised.
Father be praised. Gonna upgrade you. Gothic pikeman. And
Getting on our way.
let's look at the possibility of taking this
Besieging
settlement.
settlement.
Ah, wonderful. Gonna auto-resolve that as well. See if we might get a more even combat later on.
Is that all?
We're gonna occupy. Perhaps send one of those armies down to take Syracuse.
For the tribe.
Oh, nice. Now we have a surplus of funds at least. And we're gonna disband you. Thank you very much for your brilliant service to the tribe. Unit experience. Wonderful. Love it. Oh, look at that. Unit experience +3 for infantry units. That's also brilliant. Okay, so this army will be lethal. And plus morale against Romans. This army is where it's at. So what we're gonna do is
Ready for battle.
these guys will actually go down and take Syracuse, I suppose.
Thirsty for
And so we're gonna do like this. Gonna transfer you there. Okay, perhaps not. You can stay. And these guys will then take over command of this this city. But they will just and look at that, we have a great amount of experience just from scratch there. Commandatentis. 3 more of you, please. And then we're gonna take Syracuse, as I said. Might be prudent to withdraw these guys. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Withdrawing them and then raising a new army here. Okay, so what do we have? God, it's expensive to repair. Military jetties, no. We're gonna deconstruct you and go for fish instead. Famine. Let us do something about that.
Ready for battle.
Perhaps we can exempt someone from tax and oh god, no. Alright, I think we're just gonna have to as much as I love churches, I think I need to deconstruct this one and turn it over to a food producing building. And now I'm reluctant to leave Rome. I truly am. But Fiorentina looked too tempting to ignore like that. So we're gonna take that, and hopefully they will have some sort of food production unit. So that's our main issue right now.
You have further orders?
How can I?
And this is brilliant. They are not giving any sort of resistance, except for obviously the little army that's coming there. And farmstead, yes please. That is what we need and want. Perhaps upgrade something here as well. Our hero claims a warrior's call. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord arts. Believe, believe, the Dragonborn comes. I had to sing a bit before I decided on the proper course of action there. So what we will do, in all actuality, we can upgrade this to something fun. Wealth from industry and provides garrison of Gothic pikemen. That is wonderful. Both these do, actually. Unlocks requirement of onagers and Germanic hunters. That's wonderful. But that gives us more money and or a clay pit. Minus 4% in construction cost. Decisions, or a wicker maker. I think we're actually gonna go with a bone carver, since it grants the most money. And money is obviously good to have when you're trying to carve out an empire. Champion rider, but we don't really have any options for that yet. Leader, authority, always good. Master plan and cunning is even better, because that reduces the upkeep of the army. Oh, look at that!
Fight with us.
Oh,
It's a good
cohorts. Yes, please. We will go with those. No question about it at all. So the financial situation is good, but the food situation is not as good. Put you in there. And do we have any bread and games? We actually do not, but the growth is always nice. End turn. By the way, I have no idea how long this episode will be, but I'm just gonna play on a bit more until my coffee has been drunk. And since I talk so much, I hardly get any time to drink it. But now I'm gonna utilize a good long sip of Lindvall's coffee until next turn. Ah, that's some glorious coffee right there. In all actuality. And... no! Don't land. Perhaps should have recruited a fleet as well. Tried to drive them away.
Your fine goods would be welcomed in our cities.
Ah,
Trade
look at
would
that.
See us all prosper.
Yes.
Do you not think?
I completely agree. You're even willing to pay us. How quaint. Yes, please. Ah, such true friends. They're even helping us defeat the rebels there. Rebellion. Attrition. Yes, we need food and we need it now.
Thirsty for battle.
That rebel army might cause some trouble. Okay, here is what I will do and what I will not do. I will probably not go down and take Syracuse just yet with the coming of this army right there. And our beloved leader has leveled corruption and integrity. Now, I didn't realize this up until like a week ago or something, that it's a difference between governed province and commanded force. So this only grants 3% plus in ammunition. It does not grant food unless it is the governed province. So that's a damn shame. So we're gonna go with the fighting abilities instead. We can upgrade you, which we're gonna do right there.
What would you have of me?
I would have you poison these barbarians. Oh, look at that! A Roman force in Ravenna. How unpleasant.
There is more I could do.
Rank gained. Okay, someone else has gained a rank. Apparently. Wonderful. So now, this gives us more money. We don't really need that one because we is a governor. Ah, wealth. How wonderful.
Ready for orders.
So we're gonna go
Kill the
further.
cowards.
Kill those bastards. How dare they rebel against me like that? Such insolent dogs. Boom.
Is there
Always
nothing else?
take on warriors. It's a just
Thirsty
cause.
for battle.
And you will go down there.
Get to it, man.
And you will finally go
Call this a
there.
garrison?
Growth, local province. Wonderful. And upkeep minus. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at how much experience they have at start.
Come, fight for us, lads.
Okay, we're already recruiting
Thirsty for
there.
battle. Death in battle. There is no finer ending.
Can recruit one unit at least. And I want this general alive at all costs. So,
Ready for battle.
perhaps it would be prudent to create another army. Leader, authority. Raise army.
Ready for battle.
And god, the upkeep on these guys are quite horrendous, but by the way, I could just as easily acquire those mercenaries with this army. And this will be very hard to defeat if they decide to land. However, now I'm thinking about
Ready for battle.
could actually trap them in Ravenna is what I am thinking. Or
Thirsty for battle.
withdraw them here to defend. That is probably a better idea, actually.
You have further
Go
orders?
down there. And you can recruit one last
We need good fighters.
unit there before heading up to Fiorentina. Or directly to Ravenna. Okay, exciting and good times. Let us create a farmstead right there. And a fishing jetty. Okay, cool. Let's end turn and see what might happen. Oh, there is a little spy. I almost forgot about him. Alright, I edited the turn up until there, but I thought it would be interesting to behold what the Romans are doing as well. So it looks like they're withdrawing some of the allegiance to Italia. And that is obviously dangerous for our freshly founded empire. All right, attrition. And famine. Matter of state. Let's look at that. Tsaso. Accept his offer. No question about that at all. See if we can promote anyone to an elder. Yes, you will be an elder now. High honor. And let's look at our general. Influence. 244. That's really good. That's brilliant. That will ensure stability. Can embezzle funds if we want, but that costs quite a bit, and I want to keep the influence for later things. We can adopt another character, so if any one of my other characters gets too powerful,
I am the knife.
It could be prudent to adopt him into the family to even out the balance. What I would have of you?
I am the knife in the dark.
Where are you going, though?
Father be praised.
Father
How can I help?
Christ. Okay, let's take Ravenna then.
For the tribe.
Can be easily defended as well, hopefully.
Besieging settlement.
Alright, we're looking
Let
at
them cower.
two turns minimum.
For the tribe.
However, what we could do
Father be praised.
Instead.
How can I help?
is let these guys go up and take
Get moving.
the
Besieging settlement.
do the siege,
Retreat, my warriors. Retreat.
and yeah,
Ready for
go up
battle.
and siege right
None
there.
will escape. Besieging settlement. We take this settlement. settlement for the tribe!
so that these guys can recruit some more. And these will be deadly. These will be absolutely deadly.
Come, fight for us, lads!
And I love it. Love the gameplay with the Goths. Very, very nice indeed. Now, Fiorentina lies in the region of Italia. Fertility, Italia, rich. And that means, my dear true friends, that pasture plus 6 per local fertility, plus 14 local fertility, plus 6. Okay, so fields would be a good option for us, since it's plus 14 per local fertility level and the level is 5. So, let's go with that.
Warriors all!
Warriors all. Spent basically all of my cash now. Don't know if I want a general there. I probably will not. Perhaps can I try to level this this guy a bit.
Sabotage.
Try to misdirect you.
That word.
Failure. How dare you have failed in the eyes of both God in heaven
Ready for orders!
and
Call this a garrison?
our old
Ready for
gods.
battle!
How quaint that he leveled as well. Oh, there we are. I love that thing. Public order, always good. Perhaps should have utilized that on a governor instead, but you can change that later on. So, I do want Sicily, but I don't want to spend too much cash on a new army before I know what happens up here. So,
How can I assist you?
move you down a bit. And let us take one last
Is
turn
there nothing
in this
else?
glorious episode. It would be fun to get Ravenna as well. And then hopefully the Roman army will not land and retake it. Alrighty then, I utilized another little edit until we got up until the Western Roman time. And okay, looks like we will be charged. Yes, there comes a charge against us. Highly unpleasant, and that is not something we want to do. Fall back, men. Retreat, you proud sons. And same thing there. Now we're gonna lose our
Run!
our recruits there, but
Finding
that
shelter!
is that's fine. It's cool. That is. We'll have to create those another time. All right, didn't lose any of our living units though, or I mean not living, but the recruitment process was just halted when they decided to liberate Ravenna, and that's cool. We'll have to wait a bit for Ravenna. So the plan now is to food shortage must be dealt with. Send down an expedition to Sicily. That will probably have to be the next episode because oh, look at that! Imperial level inspiring. Nice. Yeah, this episode has been
For the tribe!
taking some time, so I'll just leave it at that. And as always, feel free to come with any constructive criticism or any advice or any historical knowledge, film, book, music advice. You know what I like, so stuff like that. And as I said, plan to next time Syracuse. We're gonna look at the fertility just really quickly. Okay, base fertility is what's that? Good or average? Yeah, something like that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening. And who am I? I'm the devout champion of the Savior. XOXO, boom.